Hi everyone. So in our last class we have seen summary of the three organ systems: skeletal system, muscular system, digestive system. Isn't it? So now we are getting into respiratory system. Now we are getting into respiratory system. So keep in your mind all the systems are interrelated with each other. Okay. All the organ systems are interrelated with each other. Now my question, how does food give energy? So in digestive system I told that if we eat food we will get energy. Isn't it or not? But I didn't say how the food are giving the energy. Now for that question the answer is respiration. So in digestive system only the nutrients are absorbed and stored in our body. But in respiratory system only that absorbed food is converted into energy. So the production of energy takes place in respiratory system. In digestive system only the nutrients are absorbed and stored, but in respiratory system only the energy production takes place. How the energy is produced? The food, here the word food represents the nutrients, absorbed nutrients, combines with oxygen. Combines with what? Oxygen, and gives energy. Along with that energy it also produces carbon dioxide. Okay, the food, the nutrients, absorbed nutrients combined with oxygen. And where we are getting this oxygen? From the atmosphere, from the surrounding, from our environment, isn't it? We are inhaling the oxygen with the help of our nose. That oxygen combines with the food and gives what? Energy, and also it also gives out carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide is not necessary for our body, so we are exhaling out. Okay. And where does this energy production take place? It takes place in our body cells. So our human body is made up of cells, isn't it? And so many cells are involved in this. All the cells, what they are doing? They are doing this energy production. Okay. And this process is called what? Respiration. So what do you mean by respiration? Energy production. Energy production with the help of oxygen, that is respiration. The food is converted into, the food how it is converted? It is converted into energy with the help of oxygen, and this process is called what? Respiration. So digestive system and respiratory system are somewhat interconnected, isn't it? In digestion nutrients are absorbed and stored. In respiration, that nutrients are converted into energy. This is called what? Respiration. So, like digestive system, in respiration also so many things are there. Okay. First one is gaseous exchange. Is yes, we have seen oxygen we are inhaling and our body is producing carbon dioxide. So two gases are oxygen and carbon dioxide are nothing but gas. So two gases are involved in this respiration reaction. And what? So gaseous exchange takes place, isn't it? We are inhaling the oxygen and we are exhaling carbon dioxide. So gaseous exchange. Exchange means what, man? Interchange. We are getting one thing and for that we are giving out one thing. We are getting oxygen and for that we are giving out carbon dioxide. So where we are getting the oxygen? From air. So from air it enters into our body. And what about carbon dioxide? The carbon dioxide is produced by our body cells. So from our body cells, it exits from our body. From our body, it exits from our body. It is removed from our body. And where it enters? To the surrounding. Okay. So from air, we are getting oxygen. And from our body cells, we are producing carbon dioxide. So intake of oxygen, we are intaking the oxygen, we are getting the oxygen, isn't it? And that process is called inhalation. And exhaust of carbon dioxide, that is removal of carbon dioxide, is called exhalation. So there are two words you have to remember: inhalation, exhalation. Inhalation meaning intake of oxygen, intake of air. Exhalation, giving out of the air, that is especially carbon dioxide. Okay, and this inhalation and exhalation is called breathing. We used to say we are breathing. Plants breathe. Animals are breathing, isn't it? What do you mean by breathing? Inhalation and exhalation. Intake of oxygen and exhaust of carbon dioxide is called breathing. We used to inhale, isn't it? So intake and giving out, and this is called what? Breathing. In respiratory system, so many organs are involved. In digestive system also, I hope you people remember like that. Respiratory system also, so many organs are there. The first respiratory system is nose, because it is an external organ, isn't it? Our nose is an external organ, so that air which is present, because oxygen is getting from the air, from the surrounding, isn't it? So with the help of the nose, we are doing? We are inhaling and exhaling. And nose, we are having nostrils. Nostrils means nothing but the two openings. We are having one nose, and one nose what we are having? Two openings, right opening and left opening. That is called right nostril, left nostril. Nostril means what, ma? The two opening is called what? Nostril. Okay, so through our nostril only what we are doing? We are inhaling the air, and again we are exhaling the air, that is exhaling carbon dioxide. Okay, and this nose, okay, is interconnected with what? Pharynx, throat region. Have you remember the pharynx bird? In digestive system also we have seen, isn't it or not? Yes. So the nose is also connected with the throat region. Mouth is also connected with what? Throat region. So throat is a common passage for our nose, that is for our air and for our food also. So throat is a common passage, common way for the air to move and also the food to move. Okay, next the pharynx. That pharynx is connected with the windpipe. In digestive system, the throat is connected with the food pipe, isn't it? In a respiratory system, the throat is connected with windpipe. Here you can see this is mouth region, this is nose region. Okay, here it is called throat, that is, it is a common path. Okay, next it is again divided into two paths. This path, that is, which comes front, that is windpipe, otherwise called trachea. The next pipe behind windpipe, we are having food pipe, that is called what? Esophagus. So throat is a common point, common passage, common way we can find in both respiratory and digestive system. Okay, now the trachea is somewhat ring like structure, somewhat rings you can able to find, I hope so. Trachea is nothing but food pipe that is connected with lungs. The trachea is connected with what? Lungs. This is trachea and that is connected with the lungs. We are having two lungs, right lung, left lung. Next, that lung is at the base of the lung, we are having diaphragm. Can you able to see somewhat red color which is placed below the lung? That is called diaphragm. So these are the organs are involved in the respiratory system. I repeat: nose, pharynx, trachea, otherwise called windpipe, lungs, at last diaphragm. So these are the organs involved in respiratory system. So this is the image. Okay, the nose we are having nostril. So if we imagine you are inhaling, that air enters into the nostril and it reaches the pharynx, throat region, and it enters into the windpipe. The windpipe is called trachea. From the windpipe, two lungs are connected with each other so that it reaches the lungs. At the base of the lung, that is at below the lung, we are having what? Diaphragm. Okay, this is the structure of the respiratory system. It starts from nose. Okay, this is the mechanism. Can you able to see, ma? The lungs, what it is doing? It is changing the size. You can able to see the difference of the size while inhaling, because lung is a very sponge like substance. Okay, so while during inhalation, what happens? The lung expands like an elastic, like imagine a hair band. Okay, if you take a hair band, what you can do? You can able to, because it is somewhat elastic, so it can able to expand and contract. So during inhalation, our lungs are expand, and during exhalation it starts to contract. Okay, so this is the functioning. Like this only our lungs are functioning. So how does oxygen reach all the cells? I told that, okay, this is the mechanism it happens. But all cells are producing energy, isn't it? How it reach? Through the blood. From the air, what we are doing? We are inhaling the oxygen. And that from the nose, it enters the throat region. It reaches the trachea, that is windpipe. At last, it reaches the lungs. Okay. From the lungs, the lungs, through the blood, the oxygen, through the blood, it can able to travel to all parts of the body, because blood is the only thing which can travel from our head to toe region, isn't it? From our head part to the low part, that is leg part, toe region, isn't it? So the lungs, what it will do, once it reaches the lungs, the air, oxygen combines with the blood and it can travel to all parts of our body. So in cell, all the body parts are having cell. So once the oxygen reaches the cell, already the food are already absorbed, isn't it? So it combines with that oxygen and start to produce energy. Along with that energy, carbon dioxide is also produced. But that carbon dioxide is not good for our health. So again what it will do? Again from the blood it reaches the lungs. From the lungs again it travels into the windpipe. Then at last it through the throat, it reaches the nose and it will exhale out from our body. So nose is the organ where the inhalation and exhalation take place. So the carbon dioxide enters lungs through blood and exit out from our body. Okay, so what do you mean by respiration? Respiration meaning production of energy. What does mean by breathing? Breathing means inhalation and exhalation. So breathing and respiration are two different terms. So the important terms in this respiratory system is respiration. Respiration meaning energy production with the help of oxygen. Next one, breathing. Breathing means inhalation and exhalation. Next term, inhalation. Inhalation meaning intake of air. Exhalation meaning exhaust of air. Exchange. Exchange means what? For one thing we have to give another one. That is exchange. Okay. Nostril. Nostril means what? The two opening in our nose is called what? Nostril. Trachea. Trachea is called nothing but windpipe. Diaphragm. Diaphragm is an organ which is located at the base of the lung, which also helps to expand. It's also involved in expand and contract process. Okay, these are the important terms. You have to read again and again and you have to write one time. Okay. Next, I'll continue in the next class. Go through the video again. It's really tough for you to understand, but just read the words, just familiar with the words. That is more important. Okay, thank you.